All right, after we get done cleaning our swimming pool and sweep up all the debris and everything, a lot of the debris gets caught here in the basket inside of the pump. So right now, although you can't tell, but this pump basket is completely full of water. What we want to do first is go up here on top of the filter, and we want to turn the air release valve. And what that's doing is allowing water to drain back out of it and let the pressure die down. So now, while we're letting that happen, we're going to go on top of the lid, and these two tabs are made to turn. So you can see that even though the lid's loose, there's no water coming out of it because it has a suction, it's sealed. Right now, the air's starting to get in there and it's starting to unpressurize. So then we're going to merely turn this over and pull this off. When we pull this off, we want to make sure, inspect our O-ring all the way around the lid, make sure it's not broke, damaged of any sorts. Also on top of the lid, we want to make sure that there's no scratches, hard gouges, or any debris on top of it. So now we'll set the lid aside. The basket works the same way as the skimmer basket. It's to pick up any big debris that make sure it doesn't go back through the impellers. Obviously the water goes in here, this is the front, here's the back. So after cleaning this off, which could be rocks, could be small rocks, could be leaves, etc. We're going to clean this out, hose it out the best you can, make sure there's no hair, and of course always inspect it for damage. Down inside here, everything looks to be clean. Make sure again that your breaker's shut off. Once this is all clean, you can replace it. Merely put it back down in there, and it only goes one way, and it doesn't twist. Again, the hole goes into the front, goes down on there. Okay, once your lid's off and your air pressure is relieved, you look down here, this is your locking lug. Push back on the lug and unscrew the ring counterclockwise. Again, if there's still some pressure on the filter, this ring may be very difficult to turn. Remove the top of the lid. Once this is done, this filter is not very dirty at all. I've seen a whole lot worse. You want to take the filter and remove it. At this point, you're going to want to use a regular household nozzle on your garden hose. It is very important that you do not use any type of pressure washer or high pressure power to the filters. It can be damaged and kill the life of the filter itself. Take the filter and starting at the top, spray around it, taking your time, holding the nozzle fairly close to the filter. You will see that all the dirt starts running down the filter, and the fins, spread the fins out to get all the dirt back in the filter. These rings need to be inspected. When the filter needs replaced, these rings will start to fray and actually even break. These filters can last a long time as long as you keep them clean and don't use any power washers or high pressure water to clean them. Once you've cleaned out the filter and inspected it, you're just going to replace it. Filter's placed back down on top of the filter housing, and once it gets in there, there's a small opening down there that this round part will hook up with. You can feel it snap in and go in. You can still twist the filter, but it's stationary and it won't move any place. Once that's done, you'll replace the lid. Lid's put back down on. Now when you start screwing this back on clockwise, it's okay to let this part twist around for a few turns. However, at some point you want to hold the pressure gauge out so you can see it and continue spinning the locking ring. Once you get to a point, this will stay and you can do this. Now again, nothing on this system is made to be torqued down. This locking nut in this area right here, If you go spinning this ring real fast, what you end up doing is breaking this nut off. Spin it slowly until it comes over and clicks and won't go no further. You're done. Again, it's not real tight. It's not made to be tight. Replace the lid on top of the pump. Again, checking the O-ring, very important. These tabs and this line up. So find it till it lines up. It'll go down on there and just snug it up. Don't wrench on it, just snug it up. At this point, you're going to turn your pump breaker back on and turn the system to on. Once you turn the system back on, you want it to drain the air out of the filter. And this is just done with the same release valve, but instead of this time, it's blowing the air out, and whenever you see water start to come out, you're done. When the system's completely clean, you have the least restriction on it. You'll want to set the clean arrow to whatever it is when it's clean. And then this can be done by turning the system back and forth. Once the pressure gauge gets up to the dirty, it's time to clean.